Morning, everyone. Well, today's the day before Lent, before Ash Wednesday, and we sometimes call it Shrove Tuesday, and some people say it's Pancake Day. Well, hopefully you're going to enjoy your pancakes today. But the thing about pancakes is they don't have any yeast in them, and Jesus actually homes in on that. He says, keep your eyes open, be on your guard against the yeast of the Pharisees and the yeast of Herod. Now, what does he mean? He said, these guys pump themselves up and they make themselves look great and so forth. But in fact, it's just hot air. It's emptiness. And yet, when we think about what's our go-to if we want something to eat to fill us up, it's probably bread or something like that, which it does nourish us and it does fill us. But Jesus is saying, you don't need to have that yeast. He's not talking really about bread and yeast and what he's saying, is he? He's talking about the attitude of people. Things that fill us and satisfy us sometimes would be the bread and the yeast. And sometimes those things aren't necessarily what is pleasing. They're not priorities. And we also find that there are things that we have in life that we feel that we can't do without, but we really can. And as we start approaching Lent tomorrow, we're prepared to do without. We're prepared to deny ourselves. And today is one of the few days in the year when we're required to fast and abstain. For kids under the age of 14, they're required to abstain from meat, although they're not required specifically to fast. But as adults, we should do that. And it's a good discipline. And I promise you, we might feel hungry, but we won't starve. We'll manage. The instruction is that we should have 2 small meals and 1 meal that doesn't exceed the volume of the other 2 meals. So it's still cutting back on the amount that we eat. So I just mentioned that in preparation for what we are going to encounter tomorrow. But let's just appreciate that Jesus is encouraging us not to boast, not to attempt to fill ourselves up with things that are meaningless, but rather to do without those things so that we can really appreciate the things that we need in life. You have a wonderful day. Enjoy your pancakes. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.